Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while, actually it's been a long while since I updated you on the status of my valley and how it looks. So I wanted to run through, give you an updated tour on what my valley currently looks like after hitting 600 hours in the game, which is a lot of hours. There is still a lot of work to do, but I wanted to kind of show you the bits that I have done and maybe what areas still need a lot of work. So don't forget to like and also subscribe. Let's get into the tour. So the first place I wanted to start by showing off is my plaza. I have done a little bit of work here since we had the new additions with the star path. The lovely beautiful archways are here. This used to be all kind of brown seating area, but now I've decided to switch it out for these curved ones. I did think about putting in kind of additional flowers and things, but I think it kind of works. I wanted it to be quite open over here, so I think that definitely meets that brief. And then it does just lead down to my valley over here. And then I do have my greenhouse over here for all of the beautiful flowers, which is lovely. And there is a little walkway back up there, obviously. I did put my Beauty and the Beast castle here because I wanted to have all of it like pink pastel colors, and this one kind of works. The only downside is you can't decorate this area, so I've just kind of gone in with some natural foliage. The egg bushes, hopefully they will disappear soon, but they're here for now. And then back through here, this is where the main kind of centerpiece is. What I really like about this whole area is the little gazebo moment with the statue in the way. Statue is not in the way, Vanessa is in the way, that's why I was saying that. But we have the statue and then the gazebo, like as you can see, with Eric underneath looking wonderful. Lots and lots of bushes and trees and foliage in this area. It is kind of a real kind of centerpiece, which I do kind of love about it. And I love the additions of the columns here with all of the lovely flowers on. I think they work wonderfully. Everyone is out in full force today, can I just say that? Everyone is here. And then through here we have the restaurant, and I do still have this outdoor dining area, which is nice. And there is obviously the fountain in the center. Just, I don't know, eating dinner surrounded by lovely like water flowing would just be gorgeous. And Maui doing his poses, I mean, who doesn't want that? But I really don't want that. The fountain, yes. Maui, no. And then there is I'm gonna call this the dessert counter over here. We have like a little dessert counter, and there is a picnic bench here. It's not a bench, is it? A blanket here. And that's just because I was like, I don't know what to put here. So we just put a little picnic blanket there. And then through this way, we also have Scrooge's shop and the Remy's house as well, because these kind of mixed in nicely. If I didn't want to totally just tear down this whole area, because as you can see, we've got Remy, the restaurant and Scrooge's shop, I would probably add the cute bakery in here as well, but that would involve a lot of remodel, and I honestly don't want to do that. I do also like this kind of centerpiece here with the little tree and the different turning red statues. I think that's kind of cute, and the tree combination for me just works nicely as it doesn't like overfill the area, which is good. And then there is the way round up there. I did vacuum up everything before filming this, but things just seem to spawn really quickly. So I do apologize for the twigs on the floor. But yeah, that's pretty much the plaza. It's not changed overly much, but I still do love the way that it looks. And I do love this part, especially like the centerpiece. I take all of my photos here, I swear. So next off, I wanted to show off my meadow. This one underwent a big renovation not long ago. And in the center here, we first off have this little market area, which obviously uses a lot of the new Rift in Time furniture, which I love. And I love the whole colorway, and this kind of inspired the rest of the valley. And I did change up the way that I did a lot of this area. It was all kind of blue and white before, but now it's more autumnal, which I know isn't very fitting for the time of year, but I kind of love it. I have my little well over here, which just has its own little area, and then the path kind of snakes around this pond over here, and then we have Goofy and Mickey over in the corner. I thought the houses don't actually have that much of a kind of joint color scheme, like it's not complementary, but I thought that the styles of the houses put them nice together, so here they are. And then over through here we have my little garden. There's not much going on for this, I just kind of had this space, so I was like, we'll just pop that in there. And then over through here, I do have a little bit of a work area with the painting table. Obviously, I had to use a painting table. And then there is some more decoration around here. This is my main cottage over here, which has all my kind of rooms and things. But I just like the way that looks with this biome as well. And then here is Goofy's stool. As you can see, I've used a lot of the same path everywhere and just gone in with these little stones over the top. Next to this little tiny mini pond is a little picnic area using the red blanket, which I think kind of fits with the whole kind of autumnal colour scheme that I went for. And of course, I had to include the fairy house with the flowers coming out of it. I'm trying to pan the camera as far down as I can to get all the flowers, but it's not happening. And then over here is another one. I think this is probably my favorite area on the whole valley, and that is the mushroom house. And again, this has another picnic area, and there is the little pond from the friend statue thing, so I just thought that would be a nice addition here. I do have a sofa outside, not recommended to sit there when it's raining, but still, it looks cute. It's like a little bit overgrown back here, which I love, and I love the overgrownness, definitely. And then down into my Glade of Trust. This is half finished, but I kind of want to go for an all, as you can probably see, an all pink and purple colour scheme, which I like. We do have Ursa's house in the water. A viewer recommended that I did that a very long time ago, so I'm happy with that. And then through here, straight away, you're greeted by Goofy's stool, which kind of is a little bit witchy, magical-ish. It's got some like potions and stuff, which I like to just think that it makes it a bit more witchy. And then we have Minnie's house, who has the figment topiary planter thing out front. And I just love the colours here. I decided to give her like the cherry orchard, and then there's just lots and lots of flowers around it. And then through here, it kind of snakes a little bit. There is like an outdoor picnic area, come painting area as well. And here is the second cottage. This used to be my main house, but when we got the new one, I was like, no, this cottage is being relegated, but it kind of fits back here. And then I put the multiplayer capsule thing down here because I don't really like it, so I was like, can I just put it out of the way? And that's what we've done. It doesn't really have any decor around it. And then I used to hate Vanellope's house for the longest time. Like really hate it, so I just decided to put it down here. I did do her a little bit of an arcade area, which I probably should have cleaned up because it has been destroyed from taking dream snaps and things. But as you can imagine, if these bushes went here, it kind of be pretty much how I would expect it to be. They just came kind of moved in a little bit, but that's how it is. And then through here is the pink castle, which I kind of just, I don't know. I just was like, I don't know what to do with it. I did have the Haunted Mansion house here, but I decided to switch it out. So I wasn't sure how to decorate it exactly. So I've just gone in with lots of kind of foliage around the outside, a little bit of seating area, the swan boat, because it was just super cute. So I really wanted to include that here. But yeah, this is just what I have at the moment. I don't know how else to decorate it, really. It just called for lots of like foliage around it. And then I did put down this house as well. I haven't done anything with it so far, but I think the color scheme kind of works for this area. So hopefully in the future I'll decorate around this as well. But I'm getting pretty close to the limit at the moment. So yeah, the biome is kind of half done, nearly there, maybe 3/4 of the way. It just needs some like final touches. And then down onto the beach again. This is another biome that is kind of half done. This is my boardwalk area, which I love. I love how bright it is down here, and I do have Stitch's house here as well. There is a nice little seating area over here using these benches, which are gorgeous. I'm not really normally like a tropical kind of person, but I do love the way that these look, and I've also used quite a lot of the Rift in Time furniture here because I think it complements it really nicely. And then if you walk down the boardwalk, there is some ice cream, lots of foliage, lots and lots of foliage, some sunbathing spots as well, which I thought was nice. And then it keeps going. We do have Goofy's stool over on the side here, which is just pretty basic. It's got a few items surrounding it. And there is like a beach barbecue area here as well, which I thought was nice and incorporates some of like the Moana furniture as well. Across the bridge is my beach house. I absolutely love this house and I have zero regrets for buying it. but I'm not 100% sure on how to fully decorate this area because I don't want it to be the same as the boardwalk area, which is why I've put down the stony rug things, but they kind of look good. And then Donald's house is here again. It needs some more decorating. Moana's house I need to totally redo. I destroyed this area a long time ago and I had Moana's house all here. There is actually a speed build for it somewhere, but I do want to revive that, I think, because it just feels like the perfect spot for it. Maui's house is here as well, so that would be very fitting. And then up here we're going to go into the forest, which is probably one of my favorite biomes that I've decorated as well. So when you come in from this side, straight away you're greeted by Rapunzel's castle, which has the, would you call it a castle? It's more a tower, isn't it? Which has a flower field out front. I did a flower field ages ago. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that up. Oh well. I did a flower field ages ago, right at the beginning, and it was sunflowers, but I love all of the glowing flowers here at night. It kind of glows really nicely. And then she does have a painting area as well, which I just thought was very fitting for her. And the colours here are all work really nicely as well. And then through here, there is a little bit of a plaza area because I wasn't sure what to do. So I just decided to go to town with some fountains and some flowers just to kind of tie it in with Rapunzel's area as well. And I feel like I don't have enough areas where people can just come sit. So I guess we do have that now, definitely. There's the plaza and then up here as well now, so that's nice. And then the well here is just kind of totally surrounded by bushes and flowers, which is nice. And then this is a bookshop. Obviously the actual building is a bookshop, but we have some stools and details out front. This again was a speed build. If you want to see the inside of what that looks like, I will link it in the description below because I was quite happy with it, I'm not gonna lie. And then through here, I wanted this to be like a bit of a crossroad area because it goes off to the bridge and goes off to the rest of the biome as well. So we have the clock tower in the center. And then over here is another build that I've done ages ago. And this is the pumpkin house, and it has like a dedicated pumpkin patch, which goes on forever. And then there's lots of mixture between actual pumpkins and kind of the pumpkin furniture, which I thought was like a nice touch just to kind of give it some variation, mix up the different heights. Obviously, I feel like these trunks, even though they are kind of like spawn and a bit rubbish, I just wanted to leave them in here just because I like the way they look, honestly. It's definitely not because I'm too lazy to remove them. And then across the bridge, this is my oldest build. Actually, I think it probably is. I say the pumpkin house I did ages ago, but this one literally I did right at the beginning of the game. And this is just an orchard. I just find it easier when all of the, I know this isn't all of the fruit trees, but they're kind of grouped together quite nicely. So it works for me quite easily when I need to grab stuff. And then over here is Merlin's house. Merlin has a very blue picnic setup. Scar, I'm really not a fan of you. Please go away. And then over here is the kind of actual house. I decided to use these blue zirconia, I think that's how you say it, stones, just to do something different, and they feel a little bit magical, and they kind of fit nicely with the well top as well. So I don't know, I just like the way it looks. Lots of books as well, and then it just kind of feed through to the biome, the next biome as well, the Frosted Heights. So we'll head up there next. So this is my Frosted Heights, and straight away we have the ice rink here with the little shoe display as well, and some snowmen waiting to go ice skating. Probably not recommended, but yeah, it will be cute. I also decided to give like a little spa area to match in with the Frozen Castle, which is here as well, which I know it's a little bit more rustic, but I kind of love all of the Frozen furniture, so I really wanted to incorporate that. And the Frozen house itself has the fountains out front, which I thought was nice. Just two little kind of accent pieces just to make it feel like a bit of more of a grand entrance. And there is Kristoff's stall here as well with the sleigh, and there is some ice around here which is for a quest, but I kind of like the way that it looks like it's spawned in the perfect place, which is nice. And then I do have a little seating area over here with some of the Star Path furniture. I absolutely love this, and they wowed us with that Star Path. I think was one of my favorites. And then I have the Snow Fortress house over here, which which you really do have to pan down to look and appreciate the full beauty of that house. It is gorgeous. I didn't really want any more houses for the snow biome, but that one definitely stole my heart. The well here is kind of in like a plaza position, like it's right in the center of the walkway, which I kind of like because it's easy access. And then there is a little igloo. I was gonna call it an icicle, but that's definitely not what it is. It is an igloo, and it has its own little like fire outside. You know, you got to keep warm. This fountain was one of the fountains that I was on the fence about. And I think I'm still on the fence about it because of the ice coming out of it, but I love the details on the bottom. Like, look at them. They're so gorgeous with the kind of transparent flowers on the side and the decor in it. So I do love it, and it filled a space here, and I think it's quite fitting for that. Goofy store is obviously here as well, and there is just a little seating area over here as well. So this is my Sunlet Plateau at the moment. It's pretty much a dumping ground for houses on this side anyway, but it does get better, I promise. I still have Scar's house here, and that's not going to move. That is just its home now. But these are the houses that I was thinking about putting here. I don't know how well it will work because I did want like a really natural kind of jungly vibe for it. So which is what this area is over here, and I love the way that this looks. So this is obviously Pride Rock, and then you come through here and there's so much overgrown stuff, which I love. And there is a little fire area, cooking area, and this kind of snakes all the way through. That is definitely in the way. Every time there's always something that you're like, damn it. Okay, there we go. Right, it's out of the way. And then it leads down into a campsite, which is another one of my favorite builds, I think. I just love all of these tents from the Rift in Time. Honestly, it's worth buying them just for this. And I just love the way that they all look together, and they work perfectly in this biome because the colors are slightly more muted. I think they're not like overly bright. I think that they're just nice. They're a good color, and they kind of match with all the foliage. As you can see as well, I've used a lot of the Rift in Time foliage here, like the cactus, the trees, the bamboo trees. They just work wonderfully so well, and they're kind of all mixed in really nicely. I just love this area so much. I did also put some boats in the pond here as well, which I just want for you to appreciate as well. But yeah, I love how full this area feels, and I do love how it looks. Definitely one of my favorite areas I've done. And then this is my Forgotten Lands, and it has been forgotten. I've still not really decorated up here. I kind of know what houses I want to go up here, but I haven't decorated at all. And I want to do it. Maybe come Halloween, I will want to decorate up here. But for now, I don't know. It is very dark, which I find does put me off a lot of decorating up here, but I think you could do something amazing, and I'm sure people have done amazing dark builds, but I would rather decorate the other biomes. And as I'm getting close to the item limit again, this one is definitely at the back of my mind for now. I want to finish off the other biomes before I get to this one. So there we have it. There is my updated valley tour. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed looking at my valley with me. I can't believe it's been so long. It's like ages since we did a proper visit, but I'm still keen to work on it. I'm just scared of that item limit. I'm nearly at 5,000 items placed, so I've got another 1,000 items and a lot of work to do. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.